this computer. Hi, this is Jane Hatch, and I'm here with Christy Campbell. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of exciting things, and one of the major ones is Christy's new books. I think there's seven now. Is that right, Christy? I,
There's there's a
I've
lot.
I've lost count, and one of the reasons
There's a lot
I
more.
wanted
There's
to
like
talk to
16.
her is to say, hold on, wait a minute, what's going on here? Is this a series? Is this all, your SSP? And there's children's books, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I follow her, of course, on Facebook, and I see all her covers, and they're all very beautiful and galactic and shamanic is my description, and also gentle in a way. They have a real
Yeah, gentle.
gentleness about them, which I really love. They're not intimidating in any way. They're just it's almost like unification of humanity and the galactic. So
Yeah, it's true. That is.
yeah,
That's kind of how I like it, because a lot of something different, in that way
yeah.
too, because it's most people don't. I haven't seen any books like this at all, on Amazon or any place, with artwork with the light language and the alien stuff either. So it's different.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention it's all about the light language too. And light language is just it seems to stream through you like a waterfall of
Yeah.
information. And I love that. And
Hmm.
I wanted to talk more about light language too, that you even when you're doing an interview, I see you're doing light language. You're like, it's
Oh,
just
really?
like this you'll be interviewing and I can see your hand and like you just it's just coming through you all the time. And you're just such an open channel for that light because it does
Mhm.
feel like high vibration energy.
Yeah, I can see that too. Now that you said
Yeah.
that too, like my hands moving and everything with it. It's
Yeah.
like that. It's like this all the time, you know? But
Yes.
but I'm
Yes.
not overwhelmed with it. It's just like it just
No.
is me? So, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're overwhelmed. It just feels like you're just receiving and putting it out there. Whatever's coming through, you're writing it down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's
in
kind of a
case you
lot
don't
the
know,
same.
you probably do if you follow either Christy or I on her podcast or mine or Facebook. Christy is a Reiki master. She's a mom. She is a survivor of the secret space program in Montauk. And I think one of your books is about Montauk,
Hmm.
if I don't
Yep.
recall. Yeah. And she's a writer, author. She's a great writer. I remember when
Thank
I
you.
first met you, you were writing on Facebook like excerpts, I think from Montauk, and it was very moving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was you're a great writer. You bring in all the sensations, which brings the writer right into the book.
Oh,
And
yeah.
did I cover everything? Or, healer, she makes her own cards.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a lot of her services are available if you email her. And I am Jane Hatch. I sort of have a matching resume in a way. I'm
Yep.
a mom of three daughters. I'm a Reiki master. I'm also a survivor of the secret space program, and I have just recently had some astonishing new memories come up, and I'm
Oh,
yeah, I'm
cool.
finally
Maybe I can
really
talk about
opening
them.
up to it. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow on the Imagination podcast with Emma.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm a targeted individual. I'm also a Reiki master, and I'm a shamanic healer. That's a huge part of my life, and I, for some reason, haven't been talking about it a lot lately, and I'm not sure why. I just did a video before you, and it's like I feel like the word shaman is misrepresented, and people, you get me completely, but a lot of people, like I even think, have refused interviews because there's something about the word shaman that they're scared of, or so. But it is a big part of my life, but I haven't been talking about it a lot lately, but I'm probably going to bring that back too. So in fact, it's one of the reasons I've survived all of these
Yeah.
programs, SSP, because it has soul retrieval in it, and all kinds of life affirming skills, and saved my children too, I think. And I'm also a writer and an author. I have a book, The Land of Broken Crystals, and I'm writing another one. I think the working title is royal blood, royal blackmail, and
Oh, okay.
it's survivor testimony, MK Ultra, and it also involves Princess Diana and a woman who is the bloodline daughter of Queen Elizabeth, who was born and bred for trafficking, and she's just coming out, and she's told me her story.
Mm.
So that's really time consuming. But anyway, do you want to
And we
start?
met each
Should I?
other. Talk about when we met each other too over the summer, over well in
Oh
September
yeah,
in Cape
we
Cod.
yeah,
And
we
then
saw each other in a very fun, uplifting, beautiful environment on
mhm.
Cape Cod, which is my
Yeah,
hometown area. I'm an East Coast lady. My mother was from Nova Scotia, my father from Maine. And so Cape Cod is where my family is. And then I heard Christy was coming down there with her friend Kelly.
Kelly. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then so we connected at a little chocolate shop, and then we went to a crystal store.
Yeah, the Buddha Bobs. Yeah. And
It
Diana
was
was there too.
it
So
was so
I got to
it was
meet you
so
and Diana.
yeah, and my daughter Diana was there, who's had
Mhm.
readings with Christy, I think, which really helped her because she's young. She had no idea what was happening in her life and her dreams and being taken, and so
Targeted
she's
and all of that. She's
y-
targeted and everything too. Hmm.
yeah, and I would say she's a super soldier.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't call myself that, but I think she's
Psionic. You got
yeah,
psionic too, you know.
yeah,
I can give you a new reading if you need me to talk
sure.
about some of the like it seems like you're like you maybe had them turned you didn't have them turned off, but you just had them like cloaked or something,
Yeah.
so you can't I don't know with that, but yeah, she's your daughter's really open, to
Yeah.
like that, like psionic abilities because of her emotional energy too, that so it's really powerful. She's really
Yeah.
powerful with like
Yeah.
pushing like telekinetic, and these other programs and stuff. So how's the internet connection? Is it good?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good.
In fact, Diana got it for me. It's a hotspot.
Hmm.
Because I was only going to be here temporarily, but it like seems to be really fast and really good. I have a feeling all of New Mexico is a hotspot,
Oh,
which is good and bad. Yeah, so we've both had readings with you, and also so Cape Cod was so much fun.
it
It was
was,
so
yeah.
short, but it was fun, and we went and we you got a bunch of crystals.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got a
at the
ton of
Buddha Bob.
crystals.
I did, and I got some of the black tourmaline too. Black tourmaline.
Ooh,
Yeah, they had that cheap, so I got that and crystals and a whole bunch of stuff there at that Buddha Bob's. But I'll be going back in January, all of January, so you'll be back there, and so you and Diana have to come out to the house and stuff too that Kelly's
we would
renting.
love it.
Yeah.
We would love it.
It's a
It's
purple
really
house.
interesting.
It looks really cool, like a new age house, Yeah. Like a
What
unicorn
town
house
is
or
it in? Do you
something.
know?
Oh, is Cape
What
Cod
town?
not the town? I don't know. You have to
No,
ask
Cape Cod
Kelly.
describes like that whole elbow that
Oh,
goes, South Shore, and then
okay.
it curves around a P town. So after you cross the
Oh,
bridge, you're on
uh-huh.
Cape Cod. And
Yeah,
then there's a
you'll
whole
have to
bunch of
ask her
towns.
because I have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea. You and
Yeah.
her you're just like, oh, okay. So you know exactly, where it's in everything. So I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that worked out
Hmm.
with Kelly. And yeah, I'd like to, if I move back there, have a closer contact with Kelly
Yeah.
because
And her
she'll be
dog will be
nearby.
there too, because you'll get Diana get to see her dog and stuff. She was liking her dog, Jack. You know, yeah, how
Yeah.
he's so little, like a cat. Hmm.
Do you like the East Coast?
I do like it. I would not want to live there in the winter time because I like the warm,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just not used to it, so I think it
Yeah.
just takes getting used to that.
And it's not just the cold, which I don't mind, it's the dark. It's
Okay,
dark in the
yeah.
winter, which will be an adjustment for being after being in Santa Fe for 20 years. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I have to have that light. I get a little bit depressed with stuff,
yeah.
in the dark too much, you know, if I don't
Yeah,
get to go
Diana,
exercise.
she works at a health food store now, which has been
Oh,
great for
nice.
her.
Yeah.
She gets everything organic and beautiful skincare and
Oh,
vitamins. And
good.
so she's taking vitamin D that she gets, really
Yep.
high end. And she says
Mhm.
that's really helping her
It
already
is.
this
I
season.
started taking it too. The
Oh,
vitamin
you
D and
did?
K. Yeah, D and K, that the to combined, and it's helped my mood a whole lot too. I noticed
Yeah.
I've been a little more happier, feeling. So that's good. Yeah. Not such a drag, you know.
I, I don't see you ever being a drag, but then again, I don't live with you.
I know. I can sleep and then wake up, and I'm just like, I need about an hour before I'm ready to do anything, Like I just need that time. So I don't drink coffee or nothing. I just need a little bit of time to wake up.
Yeah.
Because I think I noticed too that like last night, I woke up and my inside of my nose was sore, so I was putting on my makeup and I seen like a little dot there like that, like a needle thing, and it's still really sore. And I know Arkeem
Mm,
has said if you ever had anything like that overnight, wake up with a sore like that, and it looks like it's a shot like that. It's like, and it's is not common, to have that. So I don't
mm.
know. I remember my dream, but I think my dreams are masked, or so um,
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know.
I get a lot of synthetic dreams. They're injecting synthetic dreams. Luckily, I'm in touch enough with my gut instinct that I know when something's a hologram and
Mhm.
synthetic and military and my real dreams. You probably do too. But before that, and if you don't know, it can be kind of scary because they'll stream like satanic ritual stuff and everything horrible. They know because they can access your memory,
Mhm.
any trauma. I mean, they constantly stream trauma through my head.
Yeah, they show me there's like at some kind of a gathering place, and then there was a boy there. It's like a young guy, not a boy, a young guy, and he was telling me that he had a baby and he accidentally dropped it off of the balcony. Like it was high up, like balcony, And so he was upset about that, and I was crying in the dream because I was picking up his energy. So I that stood out a lot. Like, what is going on with that? And he had like a cat in there too, so it's kind of a lot of symbols with that. But he had a baby and he accidentally dropped it off the balcony. That makes no sense to me, I gotta turn down my music, so it feels like it's kind of too loud. My mom's gonna go to bed. She goes to bed like at 8. So I don't know what that
Um,
is. So still probably.
well, they can just be trying to traumatize you
Yeah, yeah,
if it's
it's kind of.
synthetic.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't really that. I wasn't that upset. Like he was just telling me a story, and but I didn't see him do it, and I just was feeling his pain more than anything, So I don't know
Hmm.
what that, but it was a lot. And they'll give me dreams of my son, and when he was little, and stuff like that a lot, to try to trigger that, trigger it, and see. So I'm used to that symbol when they show me that, that it's something else trying to steal my energy because it's always where he's running off, or hitting, and he's that little and stuff. So it's always something conflict, chaos, So yeah. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know. I do smudge and stuff when I wake up, and so yeah. I think it's just knowing the symbols in the dream and then not having a reaction to it, you know?
It's complicated because it can be demonic, it could be archons, it could be Draco, but it also can be military. For me, it's both. The
Mm-hmm.
military can stream all kinds of thoughts and images and um I don't know. I just there's different things I can do like a Reiki Han Shazi Shonen, that
Uh-huh.
Reiki
The
symbol.
sending it. Uh-huh.
If I put it all around me, and also even when I'm waking, there's MK Ultra working. Like if you have a positive thought or you do affirmations, like you wake up and you go, I am that I am that I am. Thank you for this perfect day unfolding. My brain will go to something like an old trauma
Mm.
or somebody saying something awful to me or or even a satanic ritual image. So through MK Ultra from the past, my brain is still used to positive as negative.
Mm-hmm.
If I put the Reiki symbol, say hey key, over that image, and I say, I never want to see this again, I want this dissolved into nothingness, I've noticed it can't come back.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with all these, the Reiki symbols, and sometimes like I use it, it's almost like EMDR, you're replacing the negative with a positive. And
Mm-hmm.
I use the symbol Seihei key
Mm-hmm.
over a synthetic image put into my mind too, because the MK Ultra is like so powerful, but I'm adding a third dimension. It's like I'm changing the equation by adding a Reiki symbol.
Yeah,
And
that's
I could
true.
do a whole video on this, and I probably should, of techniques I'm using um to heal. There's the other thing I want to say is, like, if targeted individuals are getting I think it's weapons that come up from the ground. A really big piece of organite by my gut center dispels it.
Oh,
I was
okay.
I was having organite beside the bed and it wasn't working, so I put it right next to my stomach, and
Mm.
it's dissipating I think it's a form of radiation that goes along the ground and then they bring it up, and it
Yeah.
makes you
So
really sick to your stomach. And I
mm.
just wanted to tell people, if they have organite,
I have
and
shungite.
yeah,
I got that at Buddha Bob's, you know?
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's maybe start on your books, because I know we have 45 minutes, and
Okay.
then you got something, and then
So I got a reading after.
yeah, you've
Yeah,
got to
so
read it.
okay, so then my books, they're all on Amazon and
I got them right here.
okay.
We're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
look at them
Okay.
because I want to. I want an explanation for
Yeah.
everything. All
And
right,
some
here
of
we
them
are.
I haven't received yet because the author, if you order from the author and like the discount price, it's like 10 days, so it says I get that on Sunday, so I haven't gotten that book yet to open it, but I can tell you about it, with what's in there,
So,
so
is this the first book or the last book you wrote? Or are they not in any order?
um they're not in any order at all. So I'm exploring different, like this here is going to be, those images are inside the book like that. So I've taken different, like this here with them, with their intergalactic, all these council people, um, and so they're on each page. There's 72 pages there. I know it doesn't even show any images at all.
Not
I know.
not
So
yet.
when I get it, then I usually put down in the comment area, I show some of the inside of the book so you can kind
Oh,
of
there's
see.
something.
Yeah, that's the back. So all
Oh,
the
okay.
images look like that. So it's 72 pages, and I've put that image, and I've uh it says here in the thing, how I've asked Chat GPT to collaborate with me and give me more information on each of these beings and what they're doing, so it kind of expands my vocabulary as well, when if you wanted to put it
Mhm.
back on the main thing, so it's like this helped me a lot explain stuff too. So I've learned a lot reading ChatGPT's answer with what this is. So I'll create the image, I'll tell it what I want it to create, because I want to, and I'll create the whole story of what I want them to create, and then they'll make these images. So that's the story, and then so I'll ask each one, I'll type in what's going on in the image, and then I'll say, like, give me your perspective on this, and then it'll do that too. So it just expands it for me, so that's in this one here. Yeah, so if you wanted to go to another one, so we don't
So
spend like
uh,
a long time on each
I
one.
know. I just have questions. Are these grays? Are these
They
gray?
are, some
They
of
are.
them
Okay.
are, and they're different. they're higher vibration, some of them are, and then some of them are just like working, some of them are kids, so there's different ones, but
Okay.
they're all higher vibrational
Yeah.
beings, you know.
I
Mhm.
noticed back here that it's for children like 11 to 18. Is that right?
Yeah, it makes you
Okay.
select as because 11-year-old can read that, of course, with the images and stuff like that. So I put that on there, but then it only maxes out to 18 plus on the age. So you can put 18 and then it's 18 plus, but younger kids can read that stuff too
So
and
if I
learn.
open this up, am I going to see a lot of regular writing, or is it light codes and pictures? Or is it a
No,
story?
this is going to be those images like on the back there, that picture. So that's the picture, and then you're going to have like a paragraph of what they're doing, what a
Okay,
message
like
from the
so
beings, like
this is a
that.
picture book almost.
Picture, all of them are going to be like that. Yeah. They're
All your
all
books are picture books.
picture books with the writing,
All
with all
right.
of it. Like either my translation, or the light code with the translation, so they're all picture books. Yes. So they're
How
all the
did
eight and
you
a half by 11, they're all 8.5 by 11
all
sized.
these books? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, there's 72 pages. Not every one of them 72 pages, but I've made them to be 8.5 by 11 so I can make the pictures in them, so because all the images and stuff. So, yeah.
Transmissions of interstellar unity.
Oh, you want to go to a different image then?
Yeah, I
Change
do,
that.
but I just want you to tell me, are you saying this is what you've channeled from Galactics?
So the transmissions is the information, and then the interstellar is going to be those beings there in all the images of the different. There's some of them are with reptilians, some of them are with gray, some of them are the
Okay.
humans meeting the reptilians, like that, like a communication coming together. So it's transmissions from the interstellar beings. So or unity. So it shows some of them shaking hands with the reptilian and the human.
Okay.
So and then
So
it's
you're
asking
really
like, what does this
promoting
mean?
like you're being almost like an ambassador.
Yes, that is one of my roles as emissary,
Yeah.
galactic
Yeah.
emissary, so
And
that's
just one more question. Do you think parents will buy this for their kids, or are you hoping kids are going to come across it and buy it? Or did
um
you
I don't know how that will be if they're
Okay.
already open to it, I just put the age there
Yeah.
so they know that it's not scary in a way too, like
Yeah.
that as well. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's yeah, you can click on my name and that'll make it all
They're
my
all
books.
lined up. I opened it up and they're
Oh,
all
okay.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. So the next one I have there you have is this hybridization program. I wanted to I was gonna put all my drawings in this, but I just instead put my drawing in the chat GPT and ask it to clean it up, to recreate it, to digitalize it so it's gonna all match. So they're all the same image throughout the whole book and
oh,
not, so I could make a story because I'm wanting to make a story about the hybridization program where
oh, that's cute.
yeah, she's taken, here's the book here, and she's going to
Sure.
be taken on the craft. So this is showing what happens to a lot of the abductees. The craft is coming here, and so it's contact, and this is a positive contact. It's not negative. So this is just showing that positive contact does happen as well. So she's sleeping here, and so she's dreaming of this now. So she's gonna be in a dream state this whole time, where she's seeing the UFO. She wakes up and she's out there with them. So she's gonna
Mhm.
be out there with the gray that's her friend, and partner, because it's a male energy there too, and so they're in an agreement to create hybrid children. So they're both sharing their DNA. They're sharing their DNA, and they're going to be creating hybrid children with their DNA. So she has given consent and volunteered to be a part of their program to expand their race. And these children, they live on the craft, so they won't be on Earth because they're too alien like.
Mhm.
They don't fit into our reality. So they live on the craft, they're raised on the craft. So she's taken throughout many times too to go up there and to play with the kids too, because they're like orphans. These
Yeah.
kids is like orphans because they've been created, through DNA of other people, of human and extraterrestrial, or they could all be hers too. But she visits this and she goes um on the craft many times, and she has the relationship with them. So she's showing them compassion and love, reading to them, offering the things that they need to have nurturing, nurture like a
Yeah.
mother would,
So this is a more benevolent aspect of the hybrid program because I know there's
hmm
forced
Yeah, yeah.
hybridization.
This is a volunteer person who has volunteered to be a part of their
And
program.
they do they exist?
Oh yeah,
These
I'm part of one. Uh-huh.
because
Yes,
all I've
definitely.
known like is force. Like I think
No,
with
yeah, definitely so, because when you volunteer to be a part of their program, and you can ask any of the races, the Zetas or the Reptilian or any of them that you're most comfortable with, to be a part of their program, and in exchange, you would like a DNA infusion of their DNA and infused into yours so that it will help you, it enhances your galactic
yeah.
language. It infuses you with healing abilities, or whatever you're stating that you need, or with their genetics. So you would be able to communicate with them or share their message as well, with everybody.
Mhm.
So see, she's happy, and so she's taken, and then he takes her back home, and then now he's like giving her that he's put her back in the bed, so she really did go, but he's letting her kind of go back to sleep and wake up, and she wakes up, so it's still in dream time. It's not like she's walking out the door and going on the UFO, because see, she's still thinking, like, did this happen? So
Yeah.
sometimes the memories are erased as well, so it doesn't interfere with your daily life as well, so um you can request any of the races, if you know kind of their abilities and stuff, and request, like if it's Arcturian, say contact the Arcturians in your mind and say you would like to be a part of their hybridization program if they offer that. But if not,
You're
then you would
talking
like
about like young women of
in
reproductive age.
no, they can take any of your DNA, like they could redo
Oh,
your
I
DNA
see.
and
So,
make hybrid children from any part of your DNA. So you're not gonna carry a baby. They're growing the baby there on the craft and stuff. So they can even rewind time too. So when you did have that happen, when you did have a period or so too, so they can also do that. Or and then just you would
this
come
is
when you
getting
get.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I
You
think
didn't
I
know
want
about that.
five more children, and then maybe this time it could be happy. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
So they
no, I'm
wouldn't
kidding.
be.
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
but it deserves like a whole hour in itself to talk about it because
Yeah.
it's interesting and
Yeah. And you ask in
yeah,
exchange, because you know that you won't see those kids really, you're not gonna
yeah,
see them here, because they
yeah,
don't fit into this reality because they're higher dimension.
yeah. Oh, right.
So
So
yeah.
what do you get out of it if you're giving them your DNA?
So in exchange, you say, in exchange, I would like some of your DNA infused with mine so that I can have enhanced ability, so I can have more psychic abilities,
Oh,
or telekinetic or healing abilities, or light codes, or whatever it is that you're wanting help with, and they will infuse you. And you can ask for infusions anytime through them too. Say like if you're needing healing, say infuse me with your with your healing, so that like whatever's going on and stuff, or uh
in this body right now in this timeline.
mhm.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, they
Okay.
usually come when you're sleeping, and then you'll sometimes, like like this thing on my nose, it could
Yeah.
be something with that, but so I don't know, really. You never really kind of know exactly when it's going to happen. but you just start kind of being able to be more creative, like with the books and stuff. I feel like that's an infusion that I got. Like it's like a download, but it's already in your
Yeah.
DNA, you know, that because they it's like infusing your DNA and then they plug some of their DNA in and then it will fade away, you know, so it doesn't stay there the whole time, but it's still infused as a as um like a
Template.
yeah, so it doesn't fully go away, but it's not gonna it'll fade. So you'll probably need to reconnect with them and ask them again, like in 3 months, can you give me another infusion? You know, if it's the Arcturians or Syrians or if it's the felines or could be anybody with that if you want. Pleiadian is good because you know it's healing, it's calm and stuff.
Yeah.
So hmm
Very
yeah,
interesting.
yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Wow.
I've been doing that since 2015. So,
I was gonna ask you, but I didn't know if you want me to ask you on live. Like, are you doing that, Christy? Are
hmm
you are asking for
oh
infusions?
yeah. Oh, I've been since 2015. I asked for
Because
infusions
you're
of their
definitely
DNA.
getting something,
hmm
from
Yeah,
which.
I've asked them for infusions to help me with my light language, light codes to share with humanity. You know, so
And did you have to make that agreement?
I just say it in my mind, and then
No,
it
no, no. I
happens.
mean, did you have to telepathically agree to give up your some of your DNA?
Yeah, I can say that if that's what they're needing, you know, but I'll call like the Syrians or however because I'll be looking for maybe some of their like if I'm wanting to have the wolf or whatever, then I'll say, could the
Yeah.
Syrians give me an infusion of their DNA and in exchange you can take some of my DNA if you need it, you know, because they usually do
Wow.
take it. They'll take it for
Interesting.
their hybrid programs or for technology or however, you know. hmm
Very interesting. I only knew about the forced systems, not this.
Yeah.
Jacob, alien abductee, 13-year-old Jacob
Yeah.
always felt different.
Yeah,
Do you
so
want me to
here's
read this or do you want to
no,
describe it?
I can tell you. So Jacob also, so I'm putting these on a positive twist. So
Yeah.
showing the light there is a lighter side, you know, and not everything is just dark with the aliens. So they can be friends. So he's friends with these aliens, the little grays. So he sees them. He's been seeing them for a long time. You know, they come to visit him, so I'll go this way with it so you can see. So they're at his window and he hears them and he gets up and then they're like, "Hi, can you come outside?" You know, so he's guided to go outside. He's going outside and he's going to go get on their craft, you know, and they're like, come on the craft. And so he gets on and he just has fun with them. He's just have
Hmm.
they just take him to show over the earth. So it's like, do you remember when can you see this? Okay, if I just did this way. So this like, do you remember when I was little and you showed me how to float the little balls with my
Hmm.
energy, you know? So they teach him those kind of skills and then they're showing him over the earth, you know, and he
Hmm.
feels loved by them, you know, and then he's you know he feels more loving energy. So he might be someone that is different in normal life because he's more loving and caring as a child, you know, and more sensitive, you know, so he's going to have the healing abilities here. And then he's working as a he's probably one of them as an emissary on earth, you know, and he's here to be like a bridge for them to come and share their frequency with others, you know, with the earth, with that merge it. So and also to be in the hybrid program because they're gonna be making hybrid children with his DNA as well, you know. That would be he's probably one of them that that agreed to come as a human in a human
Hmm.
vessel, and but he's really their DNA, you know, but he's in the human so he can have the experience and also have the human genetics, you know, so they can create their hybrids and stuff like that. And then his little brother, he has a little brother, and that's asking him like, what did I saw a light outside. What was that? You know, so he's probably gonna be 7, so it's 8. So, oh, 7. Okay. So I don't know, I might have got the time wrong with us for some reason.
What time do you have? What is your thing?
It just came up like it's gonna start in 5 minutes. So how long
Oh,
have we
okay.
been going? Have we been going an hour? We
I
have
think
been
we've
on an
only been
hour,
going
huh?
45 minutes, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
6 o'clock here, so it must be 7 o'clock where you are.
7. Yeah, so
Is that the time you have for your appointment?
let's see. Let me see what I wrote down because time change really messes with
Oh my
me.
gosh, it has messed me up. And plus, I moved from the East Coast to the West, and then I've got my daughters on three different time zones. So
Yeah,
I
I know it's um yeah, go ahead and talk if you want to. I gotta check something
yeah.
right here.
So I'm gonna move down to the next one, and I'm so glad I did this because I just was having a hard time keeping up with all you were doing, and if they were psionic super soldier designed for spiritual seekers like workers and those attuned to otherworldly frequencies. This journal allows you to record your psychic impressions, symbols, and metaphysical experiences as they unfold. Whether you're
Yeah,
connecting with alternative realities, hearing messages from beyond, or receiving intuitive insights, this journal is a space for you to capture, interpret what you see.
yeah, the psionic super soldier.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So that I need to see how that it shows a notebook in there. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
it's just a blank notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blank notebook,
With
so it's not
the nice cover.
Saturday. How about Saturday, 9 p.m., 8 p.m.? Yeah, so is it 8? Is it,
I
oh, it's
think
just 7.
it's
Okay.
7 at your time, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Your central.
yeah. I made it for the wrong time. I
Our
just made it.
our So do you have to go or can we
No,
continue?
continue on.
Okay. So Luna's spirit door helping sensitive kids set energetic boundaries. Another, definitely this is a children's book. Let me
Yes.
see what comes up. It's really adorable and all the purple that you love.
Yeah, that is my very first book. Very
Oh,
first
okay.
book. Yeah, so that one I had help with Steve Shear. He helped me to put it together because I didn't have that Libra office yet, so I that was my very first book. And so this I created because I wanted to help little kids establish boundaries
Yeah.
because I was really sensitive as a child and quiet. And so this goes over when they're seeing stuff in their bedroom, asking for angels to protect them. And then when they're afraid, to put a shield around themselves. And then, seeing that their mother or father or whoever is protecting them, so they have to say, like, they must respect my space. So establishing boundaries, helping kids to do that, to like
Yeah.
wear ambulance and shield yourself, like on the bus, and in busy places and at school when it's just noisy, so you don't feel
Hmm.
drained when you get home, and learning how to go out in nature as a kid and connect with nature and stuff too as a kid. So
Yeah,
this
this is
can be
kind of
for adults too, but
yeah.
it just shows you as a kid, help connecting with animals, and then just saying I'm surrounded by love and light, and then just using that throughout the book, and she's feeling loved by her mom. And then she's saying she's connected to all things in nature, and it shows crystals and stuff, so she can have crystals to work with her. So it's kind of introducing that too.
It's
Yeah.
the kind of book I would have loved for Diana when she was
Oh yeah,
littler.
she would have
Yeah.
loved that.
Yeah, and there aren't any out there really. Keepers
No.
of
Okay,
Ooh,
so that is a notebook. Yeah, journal. So it's the journal, and so that's kind of maybe that's confusing people, but it just is a journal. So it's gonna have just the cover, like this here, it's the cover, and then it's just blank pages with lined. It's
Okay.
100 lined pages of it. You can write in a journal, but it just gives you
Mm,
kind of the praying mantis or however this goes with the Luna, so she can keep a dream journal, or something like that. Or
yeah.
the mom can write her concerns or something, like what's
Yeah.
going
I
on.
love that image. It reminds me of the
Yeah.
one I sent to you from that
Uh-huh.
artist. It's
It does.
yeah.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that is with the notebooks it kind of is confusing a little bit because it's um
Look at all these books.
yeah.
Or
Hmm.
notebooks. Well, it's good for people to know now. Like I'm learning what they all are.
Hmm. Yeah, that there
Transmission
is.
of connections, remembrance, and cosmic kinship.
Yeah, so this that's if I known like when I have that book too. I haven't got all my books yet because it's
Yeah.
so I have a whole bunch of them. I have like this many of them, but all of these here, like this one, it is like how this is. So it's gonna be, these are all gonna have um so it's kind of confusing, is it for you? Do you think on there which one is which
Not
of how?
now.
Oh, okay.
Not
Okay.
now that I'm reading and looking at it, it was hard to tell when they were on Facebook. But
Oh,
when you
okay.
go here and you read it, I I can't remember what it said about the notebook, but I'm clear from what you said.
Mm-hmm.
This one is art and writing, correct? Or is this
Yeah.
another notebook?
No, this is the my artwork book now. So
Okay.
yeah, because it does it say that on there? Does it say art on there? So you're
Yeah.
gonna see
Do you want
this.
me to read the description or
Oh
no?
no, no, it,
It's
it
too
just
much.
shows, yeah, it just shows you because this is
Okay.
my artwork. So I didn't have Chat GPT correct any of this at all. I just took 72 pictures that I've had,
Oh yeah.
various, this is all various pieces, so 72 pages, and so I just
Wow.
kind of I didn't put them in any order because I just was wanting to get them in books, like that
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yep.
I don't know, I don't know, it's like guided to do this too because it just flowed through me with getting it all out there, like those the beings. Can you see okay with this what I'm doing?
Yep.
And
I
then
mean,
so
it's small, but I can see it.
yeah,
You
so
know,
you
the
can, I don't know if I do it this way, if it's easier to see, but but maybe not, So you can
yeah.
kind of see, is it easier to do it this way or no?
Yeah, it's better that way, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really quite see. So get closer like that. So you can kind of
Yeah.
see
Yes.
how
Yeah,
the pages
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
So you
I
can
can see
keep
that
see kind
better.
of how the image looks there. And then how it's just all my artwork though, all of this. So
Okay.
you're gonna see every page. They're all of my books and stuff like this. It's gonna have all my artwork like that. Can you see her how she
Yeah,
is?
what a great collection to have.
Yeah. So it's this is 72 pages. I hope I'm not showing my toes and stuff.
What?
My toes or something instead of the pictures. No, I'm
No,
just kidding. I'm probably
I would
showing
t
my
I
toes
would
or
tell
something.
you. I would tell you.
So see this.
Um,
So see how they're all different.
oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, in her. So cats and so they're all different there. So that's one. That's just one, but they're all gonna be like this. So I have this one, Galactic Scribe, and then Galactic Emissary. And the Galactic Emissary, I put some of my poems in there that I wrote in 2014 and 15 when I first was waking up. This is called the Star
Galactic Emissary. Okay.
Galactic Emissary. This is The
Did we
Starseed
already cover
story.
that? Oh, did we
Mm-mm,
already cover that?
mm-mm.
Oh, it's not here either.
Yeah, it
Galactic
is.
Family.
Galactic Emissary Beyond Down 2. You see it?
No. Translation of interdimensional codes, quantum code, the
It'll
sacred
probably be on like
coded,
a different, the next page or
yeah,
something, or on down.
interdimensionals.
Click on
We
my
don't have to.
name. Click on my name on one of those, and then just click on my name, and it'll show just my page, like that. So you can do that too. So now you'll see all my, and you have to show more. Yeah, there it is. So you see them now. So
Oh,
there it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
is. So there, and then I've
Oh,
since
yeah.
I have the book, then I put in the comments on the book. Um, at the bottom, you'll see images of the inside, so you can have more ideas of what every book. There's 16 of them of
Oh,
these, and they
mm.
all are 72 pages, and every one of them is a different picture. Every drawing that I've ever done, because I have some art, this is from 2015 artwork till, all this time. So there's a lot of artwork that's into these, you know, the
I
Galactic
want whatever
Emissary.
you're getting. I want whatever infusion you're getting. I want some.
I want that cocktail.
That's the cocktail I need to move into.
And
Uh,
see DNA codes.
how
And so
long?
it
Wait, how long did it take to do all these for you?
I've
When did,
so with this, I have the Libra Office is what that's like the publisher, Microsoft publisher. So I created off of ChatGPT the template for the 8.5 by 11 full bleed. So it's going to be a little bit over the size, for
yeah,
the front cover. So it's going to be out to here instead of here. So this is 8.5 by 11. So then it'll give the dimensions for the you can create the template for the full bleed cover. So it will create that so you can make the whole cover there, and then it will create how many ever pages that you want the book to be as well on Chat GPT. So these I just stuck with the 72 pages because I tried to do more and I just lose interest. I don't know. I go, oh my gosh, like 200 pages, this is too much for me to sit with. I mean, I could compile them, but I just don't feel like people are gonna pay $50. I just don't I That's a lot of money.
yeah.
So I do what I want to do with this, and
Well,
people
I
give me their
mean,
opinion, and I just do what I know that I would do if when I'm wanting the book and stuff, I would buy one at a time to see if I even liked it first. And then if I liked it, then I would buy another
yeah,
one. So that's how I do. And I wouldn't want to spend $50 on a big book and then not like it,
yeah.
you know? So
Well, let's talk
yeah,
about two more and then that'll be it. This is one that I think Arkeem read,
yeah,
and then
the
he had you
Montauk
on his
one.
show.
Uh-huh.
Raw, and
Montauk.
so this is your writing then. You wrote about your
These are my
experience.
experiences. Yep. So my Electra books, these are all three. This is a three-part series
Okay.
on Amazon. Electra is my higher self Electra. She's the Pleiadian Syrian
Okay.
girl, you know. So Electra. So it started off with the Warrior's Ledger. This is the first one. The Warrior's Ledger is going to be, these are all my super soldier experiences in the SSP, going to Antarctica, and then going to underground to the Project Seagate, and then the Martial Arts Training Center sent out. It's like a training center that a lot of us super soldiers are sent to. So it's going over. So these are all picture books. They're all, but this is going to be my own writing experience. It's not asking Chat GPT to translate. This is my experiences that I'm giving you in here.
Is it
So it's
a chronological book, or is it just
no,
different images? Or is it
yes,
beginning
no,
to
it
end?
is chronological. This is the whole experience that I'm talking about
Okay.
here. Now this one I separated. This is a super soldier rescue mission. So that's a super soldier rescue mission. Now I change it to a my lab experience. Each one of these is different, as far as, but they're all in order as far as what happened in that experience. So some of it I have my drawings in it from what happened in that place, with them taking genetics. So this is one of the negative um genetic programs, like the where they're taking, like the German, where they're taking
Mhm.
the women's ovary eggs and stuff and making babies and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that's that one. And this is talking about the Dark Castle. And I
Oh,
gave a brief description here, and then I go into George Bush Sr. But I didn't write his name in here. I just put that he, because I've had so many experiences with him. So I'm showing you in here of all the experiences I've had with them in different realities, in different forms, because we've had many different form changes. So as far as being father, he's been that throughout this whole time, like a fatherly checking on me, controlling, and um handling and owning, and so doing all of those things. So he's in all of these experiences where he's the masculine and dominant
keep,
over
keep
me.
talking. I've got to open my back door for a minute.
And then this is going to be to where at the end, one of them where I'm taking on the Mars with him to help him create different genetic programs. So I'm working with him on Mars there and at the cloning center there, and um creating like the werewolves or the draconian, like the reptilian. Sometimes they will make an order of like clones and stuff. So that I remember that so easily with working with George Bush Sr. on Mars, and then it's like making clones and putting people's consciousness. So I also seen this is one of the experiences I didn't write in the book because there's so many more experiences, but I'm like, I think this is enough. 3 books is enough.
Yeah.
So this one is on Mars too, and I was seeing that um there's like a abduction program where all these teenagers are abducted in their sleep time, and then they're put in like it looks like a classroom, and they have these virtual reality goggles on, and so they're put in the super soldier program where they're out there in the field doing battles and stuff like that, and then they'll get killed, and then they'll come back like this. They're seeing all of this stuff. So what the thing is doing is recording all of their emotional energy, everything, and then also copying, like getting their genetics through um reading stuff in their eyes and their brain, and so it's doing all kinds of stuff there to scan. Because I don't think that they even have to take physically take anything for the DNA, the consciousness. So
Mm.
that's what he's doing, is those things, is copying like the consciousness in each of these kids. And then with that, then I'm over here with this computer, so to say, and is in so I have all these different like files of kids, of their abilities and how they react, and then so it's like a menu of all this stuff, and then people can, I guess, order um certain things, whatever they're kind of looking for. I can say, okay, this like a menu. It almost reminds me like a menu, picking out what you want
Yeah.
to create, and then how you want the body to be. Do you want it to be a man, a woman, or alien? And or do you want it to look like this? Do you have a certain look? So it's kind of like that. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, you're pretty outspoken about George Bush being your handler.
Mm-hmm.
We've spoken about it in interviews together, and I
Mm-hmm.
know it's in your books. Have you
Yep.
ever gotten any backlash or feedback, or do you think he's aware that you're speaking out? Or most of them don't want to bring it up because then that brings focus on it. But
Yeah.
has has anything ever happened? Or
No, I I feel like I had that conversation with him that it was okay to talk about it, to share about it, because it was like he's not in this reality now, so
okay.
so he's so it can't be really. Most people who question it or something maybe think I'm just making it up as a fantasy too, so it could be like that. Oh, she's just she's just
Yeah.
making that up.
Yeah.
What
That's
is she
what they
talking
say.
about? So,
Exactly. Yeah.
hmm
So
yeah, so
if his family knew about it, they're just they would be
yeah,
dismissing you
it's like
as
if someone had a dream about him, you can talk about them, like you can say,
right.
I'm not attacking any part of his
Yeah.
family. I'm telling the truth of what I
Right.
remember with it, so I can
Yeah.
recall many experiences with him. So this is a multidimensional reality. We exist in all these different realities, so
Yeah.
in many places and stuff too.
Well, let's
So
pick out
yeah,
one more because we've only got 10 minutes. This
yeah,
is such a cool cover,
it is. I
Interdimensionals.
don't have that book yet either. That's one I don't have. I have half of them, and then I
Okay.
don't have half of them because still I can only order one at a time really because it's for my income wise, So
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
so like
what
this
about
being in the programs and stuff, most of us don't we're not rich people, So
no?
that's like that. So most of us live a poor life almost in that way, having to struggle quite a bit through
Well,
life, you know?
they keep us they try to keep us at that level.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just surviving, and it's amazing how intricate their systems are to keep us.
You want to talk
Because
about the My Lab one here too? Because that one doesn't get shown
yeah,
any. Because I talk about Hillary Clinton in this one, because I
where is
see
that
her.
one? What's it
That's the
called?
My Lab. It's one of the Electra books. And that one right there. Yep. So this one is the third one in the series, the last one, the My Lab SSP missions. So this is going to be the first uh when I'm a shapeshifter, a lichen shapeshifter. So this I have this it's innate in in my DNA, but they've used it as a weapon as well in their
Yeah,
programs to be whatever, a super soldier werewolf, you know. So I'm taken to this, it's like um it looks like a dentist place. And then he's like the dentist is doing like the tooth drill thing, to try to push my buttons and make me shapeshift into the werewolf. So now I'm a werewolf, so okay, you're a werewolf, sure. But no, this is how it happens, you have this DNA where you can shapeshift because you're taken out of this reality. So it's different. It's not this physical reality. This is a different place,
yeah,
So
I
this
get
is
it.
this is like a base or some sort. And then so they're having me open up this portal here as the werewolf. And then
I
that's all
had
I
it.
remember of that.
That's one of the recalls I had a few days ago was I was either opening a portal or Stargate, and I think it opened to Antarctica.
Okay, yeah.
What does that look like? Is it a Stargate or a portal?
This werewolf, it can just open up a portal there.
Okay, so that's what a portal looks like to you, or
Yeah.
you.
And he can just go he can just unfold it. You can make it really small and then open it up and then go right in it. Or you
I
can just
felt
have it like
like
that.
in the recall I just had 3 days ago, yeah, I was in a chair and they were doing whatever they do to torture you, like with water or boarding or electric. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw the altar leave, under the torture, and it went out, and then I came across what looked like a Stargate or a portal,
Okay. Yeah. It can be,
and
yeah, because some of them
it
look like
yeah,
that
and
on the wall, the Stargate.
I felt like I had a relationship with this Stargate. And
Okay.
that's the reason I could open it because
Yeah,
we
your
knew each
DNA.
other.
Yeah, it
We
has your
knew each
DNA.
other.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a matter of, I could see things moving as I wasn't telling it to do anything. It was a relationship,
Yeah,
and it
telepathic.
opened and I was sucked through. And I remember, I feel like landed at Antarctica.
Okay. So what were you doing in Antarctica?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
It ended there. I was looking out,
Yep.
and I knew it wasn't Earth. And I saw some sort of base, but it was like, it wasn't Mars because I know what that feels like. It wasn't Earth. And it had like a bluish, whitish color, and there was such silence. And then it ended. So I
Mm,
don't know
okay.
yet
Mm-hmm.
what I was doing there.
Okay.
But I was wondering when you said portal, because I didn't know if I was opening in a portal or a Stargate.
It can
And
be
may
probably the same. I don't think there's
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a big difference really,
Okay.
Yeah. So Stargate might be more for more people or like a ship or something, but it's still like
This
a
looked
doorway.
very mechanical, like a very advanced steel or alkaloid or gray. And it looked like
Stargate.
kind of an archetypal Stargate with
Uh-huh.
but I didn't touch anything. I just knew it and it knew
Mhm.
me
Mhm.
or something like that. And
Mhm.
it started to move and shift.
Yep. Yeah. So then
Um,
here is like being in this is that same book, the My Lab. I'm showing like the space colony, being on the space colony and working at the brothels there as a
oh,
madam,
yeah, I've heard you
you
talk
know?
about that.
Yeah. So I'm like a madam. I'm having to assist these girls when they're going out because this is a representation of Hillary Clinton, being in the space colony because she's a succubus and
Oh, God, I love that.
she will put the girls inside of her, like inside of her, like a succubus, and then they're absorbed in her. So they started being traumatized. So I go with the girls now and stand by. I don't participate. She asked if I'll participate, and that's me, like as a blonde lady there, and I'm watching, making sure she doesn't hurt any of the girls. And so
She's
she's
like
not,
one of the biggest horrors on the planet is Hillary Clinton.
yeah, she's not happy at all that I come there, but
Yeah.
because her party favors is like body parts and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
this is another brothel. This is another experience. See, I change
Um,
it, different colors and stuff. Now this is where the military brothel place, and I live and I work there. And this is an owner of the brothel place. It's not Bush. It's just to show what he looks like. And then this
I
guy.
stopped the share because we can see the pictures better.
Oh yeah, we should have been
In
doing that the whole time, huh?
well, I
Yeah.
wanted to show the all of them
Oh, the link. Okay.
together,
Yeah. So this
but
is this guy became obsessed with my aspect there at the brothel, and he just would not leave me alone and interrupting everything. So they found out that he was disrupting, so they took him out. I think that he didn't come back after they so nothing things. It's kind of like the mob, in a way. And then this is um like a space rock, a
mhm.
hollowed out space rock. It's like a space station. And this is like a scientific, like an engineer, it's very scientific base and it's hollowed out and it's showing that it is like in space and there's nothing around. That's what they're showing me and telling us we are like out here in space all alone and there's no one else but us here on this space. And then they bring in stuff too from that we live there, we eat there. It's very depressing environment. There's there's like nine of us, on the whole thing. And then there's different floor levels, but we can't go to any of those floors
Yeah.
and interact with anyone. And it's run by the Draco.
Mhm.
See, we're eating here on there. We cannot talk to anyone else on there either. So we have to stay. And then they bring us supplies too. It's like a ship. So I looked outside of it and was, asking, like, is this just a like a is this like a hologram that we're being shown that we're not really in space? It's just like a like cloaked or something, or made to feel like we're way out there, but we're just like in a colony or something with other, because they go from colony to
Mhm.
colony delivering supplies. So I think it's like a colony, but they make it look like we're out in space, so we feel trapped almost in a way too, you know?
Yeah. Well, they lie
So
about what's going on outside your realm all the time.
yeah. And this is Mars. I'm honey on the doing the honey pots here. There's two different aspects of me. that are, they don't interact with each other, but it's just showing that there can be many, there's more than one aspect of me working in this, doing the same kind of work. So this one, this lady, she's more buff, you know, and so she's created to be a honeypot for the men and women who prefer her body type, for espionage, for delivering messages through sex and
Right.
giving them, trading off messages. So
And
she's going,
being a courier, like you
yep.
remember everything and you bring it to the next politician or whatever.
Yeah, so
Catherine
they, there's
talks
like an
about that.
octopus being at the, in the bottom there, the bottom of the base there, that we
Yeah.
report everything to, and then it gives us the message back of what, so it programs us, and then we go out and do the target, and then come back and give the information. So that was just her. Now this one, and this is the one that sees James Rink in there. He's his clone, or aspect Dirk, and he knows about this. We've had a video about
Yeah.
this where it's Dirk, and then so he's sent to Mars to get information, and he works for Kruger, Daniel Kruger, and he's coming from another location every week to get information from her, you know. So,
And what's the
so
name of
that,
this book again? Oh, it's the Electra series. So
uh-huh.
people can go to Amazon, get any of these books.
Yep. And then this one shows my 20 and back. So I've listed a
Oh my
20 and back,
gosh.
everything from the
How did
age,
you recall that so
through
specifically?
Karuna Reiki, through the Karuna Reiki, I'm able to dissect it all, you know, and track it all and piece it together.
Interesting. I
Yep.
have to try that with my Reiki.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep. So I wrote about everything with the whole 20 and back with
yeah,
George Bush,
I
all
want to get that
George Bush
one.
Sr., all George Bush Sr. in that 20 and back. He is in it at every stop. He'll go on one mission with me and do the things, and then take me to the next place and drop me off. And then they have me there, and then he picks me up and takes me to the next one, always saying, like, okay, do a good job for me, make me proud. So I do it
Yeah.
the whole time. I'm like a little kid. I'm a little girl in this, all of these, even as an adult. Um I'm still this little girl in the programs, you know, but I'm still 16 there, and then showing the mothers of darkness, the ritual happening, you know,
Oh
by the
gosh.
satanic ritual. So yeah,
That's the
that's the,
first one I want to get. But
yep, that's
what's
this,
next for you?
that's
Are you
this one, the My Lab.
yeah. What is next for you? Are you going to keep doing this or
Yeah, I'm doing the book still. I'm expanding to, I wrote a Native American book yesterday. I can write a 32-page book in one day now, you know, but it takes me longer to write the 72 pages because I got to collect all the images, and then kind of, I have like three
yeah.
books going at the same time. So it works better if I have the whole information and then it goes, you know.
Yeah.
So, mhm. But yeah,
So,
I do my readings. So I have my readings that I've been doing
yeah.
with people, and so I do the readings like how we're doing over Zoom, and it's for an hour. I can use my cards, so if they need any help with searching for the Secret Space program, I've made my own cards to help uh, trigger memories, or help people remember things, maybe something like that, you know. So I make my own cards, and this is just for me. I don't sell them or nothing like that. It's just that I've tuned into them, you know,
Mhm.
so they're intuitively connected with me, you know, with my energy and stuff. Because I've tried to do different cards, and they're not accurate with me, you know, because they're not my cards that I've drawn on, and I'm not as familiar with them. So I've written down all the programs that I know of, and so in hopes to help people who have been in the programs, or I can do the Karuna Reiki where I can help them um unwind stuff and see where the trauma began, so we don't even have to do cards, you know. I can do like a healing in that way. They can tell me, it's like kind of like a counseling thing almost, where they telling me things that have happened, and you know, so it doesn't have to be just super soldier or my lab or alien abduction. It can be like how to help with my relationship, because I feel something. So there's always going to be probably something that's happened with the abduction though, with the super soldier stuff that's going on in the family, you know. So it's geared toward that though. There's not I'm not like a counselor person that you're going to come to me for marriage counseling. No, it's like for the programs, something has happened where this behavior started, you know, the behavior is
Mm,
this way and it started because of, can you help me figure out why, what happened, you know?
mhm.
So I can ask questions and then if they can help me kind of look for it too, you know? So it's like healing past trauma through family relationships too and for themselves. So
Okay,
yeah.
so we'll put your information below how people get a hold of you if they want to. It's like a reading, healing, your
Yeah,
own
whatever.
your own
If you
design. Yeah,
yes.
and we'll put that, and I'll put mine below too. And I do the shamanic healing and the Reiki, remote
Hmm.
view, a soul retrieval. I've actually reintegrated my own altar from a cyborg, and so I'm starting to do. I'm hoping, altar retrievals, not just soul retrieval, but I'll leave
Author.
my
Yeah,
information
sometimes
behind.
authors are a little bit more difficult to access because they require an access code to get to
Yes.
them. So we could have so many authors just in our mind still that there's no one to access them now. Maybe they don't exist anymore, you know, so they'll just be there. So you don't they're fine there. They're not doing anything, you know, so they're not bothering you. But if you're having some issues with something, you know, with that, like I feel like this altar keeps bleeding through, but maybe it's some kind of altar, like a protection altar, or why is it coming
Mhm.
forward? What's it doing? How do you what's its behavior, you know, like that. So you kind of
Yeah. Does it
dissect
want
di
does it want to
dissect it.
come home? Does it want to come home? That's another piece. You have to ask it if it wants to come home.
Oh
But
yeah.
we're going to wind up because it's been over an hour,
Hmm.
and I'll probably get this uploaded tonight. It's only 6:30 here.
Yeah, it just
Um,
takes a few minutes and then just send me
yeah,
the link. I mean, it just takes
and I'll send
like an
you the
hour to
link.
do that. Hmm.
And it was so much fun to
Hmm.
talk to you.
Yeah, lots
As
of
it
learning with this with the books and
Yeah,
stuff. All my books on Amazon.
on
So look under
Amazon.
there under my
And
name, and there's
I
several
want
Christy Campbells under in on Amazon too.
Christy Campbell.
Yeah, there's several Christy Campbells though now on Amazon. So
Really?
there
So it's
wasn't.
CC33. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's why I started putting the CC33, but I don't put it on the front cover because, you know, so but I don't put CC33 on all of them either. So I don't know. Uh, you can tell what books are mine and what aren't
Yeah.
mine, you
Yeah,
know?
they're very
Mm-hmm.
clear.
Mm-hmm.
They jump
Yeah.
out at you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again, and
Yeah. Lots
we'll
of
do
fun.
this, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this again soon.
Sounds good. I can do you have you um on my show too, you know? Like we could
Yeah.
talk about whatever you want to, you know?
I'd really like to talk more about shamanism. I've really never told my whole, connection and all that. So maybe we could do that sometime.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Cool.
Good night. Good luck
Bye
with your
guys.
bye. So